For us here at Switch Force, the highlight of anything Smash Bros. Is always the characters, and while they did reveal a lot of awesome modes, items, and additions, it's the characters that made our hearts jump. So we're giving you our ranking of what was revealed today. There are 5 of them, Gabe, and we're going to be a little weird and start at the top because I think it's pretty obvious. Number 1 for today, King K. Rool.
Your favorite character in the history of characters in anything ever, Zach. How do you feel now that King K. Rool is a thing?
I don't know if it's a little far, Gabe. It's a favorite character of all characters, but honestly, since Smash 4, he has been my most anticipated. He has been the character I wanted. He is the one that I prayed for and hoped for and wished for and sat there during the direct crossing my fingers for. So it was an epic moment. I think the trailer, outside of K. Rool just being awesome, it was a really great introduction. I loved the multi-fake out. They had the stomping during Sakurai, and then they cut, and then they go to some very artsy shots of the different characters battling, and then the TV screen shuts off, and then Donkey and Diddy are hanging out, and then King Dedede is wearing the K. Rool out. It was just such a gotcha, boom moment that it was brilliant. And I think his moveset looks cool. I love that he pulls out and dons the Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest outfit there. It's serendipitous. It's perfect. It's magic.
Zach, you just touched on this a little while ago, right? But I saw a couple of instances of people on Twitter saying they would do insane things if King K. Rool got announced. So that, to me, makes this the most exciting thing, because I want to see if these people are going to come through with eating Joy-Con.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout-out to Gibbous Man on Twitter, who we saw tweet that if they announce King K. Rool, he will literally record myself taking apart a Joy-Con with nothing but my hands and eating the pieces. So I don't recommend that. I hope he doesn't do it. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting time in our world, 2018, where a giant villain, fat green man is announced and people are threatening / promising to eat controllers. Okay. King K. Rool is great. He's going to be my main. I love him so much. Number 2, by virtue of him being brand new and a wholly original fighter, has got to be Simon Belmont. It's hard. To me, it's like a long number 2, primarily because it's been rumored and then sort of leaked last night. He does look cool. I think his design is good. His moveset to me is a little underwhelming, but I do love his stage, and his cutscene with Luigi was just as or more epic.
Yeah, Simon Belmont, protagonist from Castlevania and Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. He's been a mainstay in that series for quite some time. We do see his special weapons here, the Vampire Killer, along with the cross as well. So yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in seeing how Simon's going to play. Sakurai made sure to note that he's a little slow, but his reach is far longer than anybody else in the game. So he'll be a different pace at least, and I'm interested to see how the meta works out for him. Is this someone that is going to be high tier for the competitive scene? I get into the competitive scene every time a new Smash is released, and I can't wait to see how this turns out. But yeah, Simon Belmont, like you said, he's the only other brand new character that aren't Echoes. So I think he automatically does make the number 2 here.
Yes, and his long reach is definitely intriguing. While I think the K. Rool introduction was more exciting, exhilarating, and awesome, that Luigi death blow, man, I feel like that's something that's going to be talked about for quite a while, given that he literally got sliced by a scythe to death. His pupils vanished. His eyes went white.
Zach, I wish I could give credit to whoever said this. I don't remember. Somebody on Twitter said that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the story mode, is going to be Ridley and and that death thing killing Luigi and Mario and everybody else and trying to avenge them. Because
that would be very
Ridley
cool.
got Mario in that announcement. So Mario and Luigi are both gone.
That is very true. It is a dire time for the Mushroom Kingdom here, but I also like that Simon's stage was brought in, and it does incorporate all the monsters, and Dracula is a boss character. Very, very nice. Alucard is the assist trophy. I'm surprised we didn't see a K. Rool stage. I don't know if we'll get one. There are a lot of DK stages, so maybe not. Number 3 for us is Dark Samus. Now, the Echo Fighters here were interesting inclusions, but Dark Samus is again one that has been rumored and predicted for some time. I think her character design looks cool. Obviously, moveset is going to be similar. To me, the best part about the Echo Fighters that was unveiled today is the way that they're handled in the menus. And I know that's a small thing. It's kind of a little bit of a blip on a radar that was just bleeping all over today with excitement. But I love that you can either separate them or combo them, and you can even flip them. So your character select, Gabe, could feature Dark Samus as the primary, which to me is just a freaking awesome and also fascinating way to organize these echoes.
Yeah, I completely agree. And here's another fun little tidbit. Dark Samus did make a cameo appearance at the end of Metroid Prime, but the whole mainstay of where Dark's Samus comes from, is Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, and now she is an Echo Fighter. I thought that was kind of neat.
Yes, that is. It's very clever. Sakurai is always 5 steps ahead, and it shows here. There's not a lot to talk about Dark Samus in comparison to the new characters, but a cool one nonetheless. And Gabe, I feel like you're going to get a lot of play out of Dark Samus.
Yeah, I actually like Samus a whole lot, and this is a cooler looking version of Samus. I don't know how the animations might be different or something. Sakurai is kind of weird about how these Echo characters function. It seems like it's skins for the most part with slight changes, but yeah, I'll probably use Dark Samus quite a bit, honestly.
Number 4 for us is going to be Richter, who is the Simon Echo and originates in Rondo of Blood. Now, the funnest or most exciting thing to me here was when Sakurai mentioned that some of Simon's moveset actually kind of like originates from Richter. So he made this little joke where he's like, who is the actual Echo? That was just like one of my favorite moments of the show.
Yeah, I feel like that crossover there is like pretty interesting as well. They have like similar weapons, so yeah, it makes perfect sense. I personally have never played a game as Richter. I know he had an appearance in Symphony of Night. That's the only run-in I've ever had with him personally. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's in the game, and hey, more Echo characters can never hurt.
Yes. Number 5 is then going to be Chrom, which, no hate to Fire Emblem fans. I'm super pumped for the new Fire Emblem hitting Switch next year. Lucina is the daughter of Chrom and is one of my favorite Smash 4 fighters. I mean, out of this list, to me, it's clearly the least exciting.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I kind of figured that there was going to be another Fire Emblem representation, and it's an Echo at least. But yes, he comes from Fire Emblem Awakening, and he looks cool, right? But I didn't play very much Awakening, so I don't have any personal fanfare. So yeah.
Yeah, it's Chrom. And again, just the Echo Fighters in general. They're nice additions. They're fun fan service moments, but they're not going to usurp any of the new guys. Let us know your order in the comments down below. I feel like this time around, probably a pretty... the list is pretty obvious, right? I feel like this is kind of one where it would be hard not to label K Rool as the top unless you have some weird blasphemous hate for my favorite character in the game, which is just silly, and you should just think about changing that. But let us know who your favorite character shown off today was. It'll be interesting to see where the rumor mill takes home now. What is it going to dig up? What kind of grains is it going to be going after now that we got the Simon Belmont confirmation, now that K Rool has been added? Who do you do? Where do you do? Where do you go? We'll have to figure that out. Let us know in the comments down below your take, and definitely subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Until next time, everybody, we're hoping you're having an ultimate kind of day. For myself and Gabe, Switch Force out.